Hi, I'm Tusiang from Blankon Technology Solution. I will talk about Scrum and how Blankon implements Scrum to our client. A little story from me before we jump to the main topic. So, 2 weeks ago, I bought 2 books from the bookstore. Those books have the same topic by different writers. I read those books and after that, I decided to keep one book that I love on my desk so I could reread it and leave the other. Even though the books contain the same topic, the books that I love is more on point and related to current situations, especially for me. Meanwhile, the other books that has a lot of chapters, but the contents are not on point and related to current situations, which makes me bored while reading it. So, my questions are, if you have a product, do you want your product to be placed on a desk or left in the corner? Your product can have a lot of features, but do you think that your features really answer the customer needs? With Scrum framework, we can prioritize the feature by customer needs and cut the developing time. So your product will have the feature that the user wants and reduce time to market. So what is Scrum framework and how does Blankon Technology implement it? Scrum is an adaptable, fast, flexible, and effective agile framework that is designed to deliver value to the customer throughout the development of the project. The primary objective of Scrum is to satisfy the customer's need through an environment of transparency in communication, collective responsibility, and continuous progress. The development starts from a general idea of what needs to be built, elaborating a list of characteristics ordered by priority called product backlog that the owner of the product wants to obtain. There are 3 benefits of Scrum. First, time to market and cost reduction. By developing on most priority features that customers need only, it will reduce the time release of usable product to customers and also will reduce the cost to release the product. Second, welcoming changing. With Scrum, change can be supported and integrated into a project that currently in progress. Under Scrum, the scope of the project, what is to be done, is variable, but time and cost are constant. Third, user satisfaction. A key reason for user satisfaction is that the users are getting usable portions of completed products quicker. They can then try out what they receive and report back their findings. First, Scrum team. A small group of usually 5 to 9 people who actually do the work. They are responsible for hopefully coming up with done product increments by the end of each sprint. The team is responsible for all aspects of the work to be done in the sprint and has no boss giving them orders of what to do. Second, product owner. One person who represents the customers and users' wants and works closely with the Scrum team. He is responsible for the success of the team in realizing the project's goals. Third, Scrum Master. The individual who acts as coach and advisor to the team and is responsible for removing impediments to the team's success. He is also responsible for the team following Scrum processes and rules. Fourth, stakeholders. Users, customers, or vendors who are not members of the team but whose input is critical to the team's success. Fifth, business owner. The owner of the product, like stakeholders, play an important role in the team's success in an indirect way. There are 5 events in the Scrum framework. First, daily Scrum. The team meets for 15 minutes at the same time each day to discuss problems and progress from the previous day's work, plus what is on the agenda for them to do in the next 24 hours. Second, sprint planning. The team and product owner meet to agree upon what is to be accomplished during the next sprint. Third, sprint review. The team explained to the product owner what was done during the just completed sprint. Fourth, sprint retrospective. The team discussed the sprint just completed and looking for ways future sprint can be improved upon. And fifth, sprint refinement. The team discussed the sprint to make sure that the team is the same page for the task and all detailed requirements on each task in the upcoming sprint. Usually, we do sprint refinement twice a week. First, product backlog. The product backlog is a list that collects everything the product needs to satisfy the potential customers. It is prepared by the product owner, and the functions are prioritized according to what is more and less important for the business. The goal is for the product owner to answer the question, what should be done? Second, sprint backlog. It is a subset of items of the product backlog, which are selected by the team to perform during the sprint on which they are going to work. The team establishes the duration of each sprint. Usually, the sprint backlog is displayed on the physical boards called Scrum boards that makes the development process visible to everyone who enters the development area. Third, increment. The increment is the sum of all the tasks, use cases, user stories, product backlogs, and any element that was developed during the sprint and that will be made available to the end user in the form of software. So first of all, Blankontech has a standby team to handle when a new client comes. The standby team consists of product owner, Scrum Master, and Scrum team. When clients come, the product owner will do product backlog creation with the business owner. It will define a general idea of what needs to be built, elaborating a list of characteristics ordered by priority that the owner of the product wants to obtain. Instead of big features or epic, we will make it into a very small piece from product backlog. The team and business owner will discuss to create the user stories for each feature or epic. After product backlog and user story are created, the product owner will give suggestions to release the MVP with time estimate and priority for each feature. So rather than release all features, we offer to release product with usable features. At this point, the business owner can reduce the time to market and developing costs. With a product backlog, the team will work on design and prototype and discuss it with the business owner. The prototype will be used for product market fit. When the product market fit phase is done, the product owner will do sprint backlog and sprint planning. The sprint backlog will contain the tasks that the team will be working on, and sprint planning will contain what is to be accomplished during the next sprint. The sprint will start after the sprint planning event, and for each sprint generally will take 1 until 4 weeks time period. In the active sprint, we do sprint refinement twice a week, just to make sure that the team has the same page for upcoming sprint. We reduce discussion time when we work on the task when the upcoming sprint started. The team will also do sprint review every completed sprint for reviewing the task that has done in that sprint. Sprint retrospective event also done at the end of the sprint. The purpose of retrospective event is to improve the things that happened in the last sprint. We will do all the event repeatedly until the product release. Now you know the Scrum framework in more detail and how Blankontech implemented it to the client. I hope this video will helpful for you. Thank you and see you in the next video.